So I wanted to do a little bit different of a kind of video this week and talk a little bit about some video game related stuff, pickups. Now, nothing too insane, a few different things to talk about, but I wanted to get into some stuff here. Now, as you guys know, recently I picked up, because I did stream, the Resident Evil Origins collection. Now, this collection is so far pretty cool. Now, personally, I used to not be into like the whole OG Resident Evil type gameplay and controls. I had a little bit of a hard time with the ribbons thing, but I'm getting used to it, starting to figure it out. Starting with Resident Evil 0, I never really played the first game either, so this is going to be kind of a first time. I've watched people play it. I know a little bit about Resident Evil 1 and the storyline a little bit, but not a whole lot. But right now I'm playing Resident Evil 0, and I gotta say, besides the fact that there's no inventory like box to put stuff in, the game is pretty fun. And granted, I only played about 45 minutes of the game, but I'm excited to get back more into it because I had a good time with what I played so far. I know it's going to get more difficult. I know I'm going to have to strategize more with the box. I have a chat to help me out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to stream the entire game, and before I get into the first game, or at least I'm going to try to. Hopefully nothing makes me quit or something. But so far, from what I have played of Resident Evil Origins Collection, playing Resident Evil 0, the little bit that I've played so far, I'm enjoying it. I had a good time. I think it's pretty fun. I do like the aspect of having to strategize with your inventory since you don't have a box to put stuff in. That's definitely interesting, and swapping between the two characters and being able to give each other items throughout the game. I'm curious how much more difficult that's going to get and how much more challenging that's going to get as I get used to it, because it's definitely quite the change for me. But I am liking what I had played. I had fun with what I had played so far. Now, next time I get into it, which might be probably the previous night from when this is uploaded, I'm going to be definitely playing it more and getting more into it and figuring things out and continuing to play it. It's a pretty fun game, and I'm looking forward to also getting into the first game as well in the future and playing more of the first game and playing through that all the way, because I hear that's like a top 5 Resident Evil game, so I'm looking forward to it. The Origins collection is pretty cool. Now, the reason why I'm playing those is because of Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which I streamed all the way through, and that was a masterpiece of a game. There are some minor things here and there, whatever, but it's close to a dang near, close to a pretty perfect game. Not entirely, of course, but like a lot of people put it in their top 3 Resident Evils or top 5. And I would agree with that. It is a very, very good game. But getting on that note, I also grabbed Resident Evil 5. And I hadn't owned this since the PlayStation 3, and I don't own my copy anymore. It was my older brother's copy originally, and I played it through on my own without co-op, because when I was really little, or whenever I played it on PS3, I don't know, I probably didn't have a lot of friends at the time. But I played it by myself through, and I still had fun with it. Back when I played it through, I still had fun with it. Now, is it a good Resident Evil game? Not necessarily, but it is a really good co-op couch game, and I think it's pretty underrated. And despite it not being like a spooky, scary type of Resident Evil game, I think it still is pretty fun, and I do hope that they remake 5, because it'll still be fun to play a reimagining of Resident Evil 5, and replaying it on the PlayStation 4 in the future with someone is going to be a lot of fun. And honestly, I do think that it's a pretty fun game overall, Resident Evil 5, between the story with Chris and I forget the other character's name at the moment. You can let me know. That's how long it's been that I'm forgetting her name. But there's some pretty funny memes that have come out of the game, you know, Chris Redfield punching a boulder. But it's still a fun game. So yeah, I thought that I would grab it because I'm trying to collect more of the games physically for PlayStation personally, even though 9 I didn't get on PlayStation, I bought it on PC. But in the future down the line, 9 will get a good sale, and I will rebuy it for PlayStation in the future. But yeah, Resident Evil 5. Now, before I get into a couple of other things, I have one more game that I did grab, and there's a reason why I grabbed this. I did not have this game physically, nor did I really care, but a sequel was announced, so I decided to get this game physically because digitally I played it for free on PlayStation Plus. Back when it came out, they gave it to us for free, the same way they did Stray, and man, was it such a good game. But now that the sequel was announced, I had to get it physically because I could get it cheap, and that is Kena Bridge of Spirits for PlayStation 5, the PS5 Deluxe Edition. And what a really good, pretty game it is. You know, I really would like to replay it before the sequel comes out, but the fact that Sony bought the studio that made Kena Bridge of Spirits, which literally was just an indie game originally, but they probably thought that it was a really impressive game and they want to buy this studio out and make a sequel that's going to have bigger budget and look more pretty and probably play better and everything, is awesome. And I think Kena Bridge of Spirits, it is a very, very good little adventure. It's kind of like a Pixar movie in a way, and I love the art direction and the art style. And the gameplay even has some mixes of like Dark Souls and stuff in it, which is really cool. It's very surprising. And I'm really looking forward to the sequel. Now I've got 2 more things to show you guys. One thing would be, I found this at the grocery store, mind you. It is, and I was looking through it. There was a Pokemon one as well, but this Legend of Zelda 40 Years Ultimate Fan Guide. And I thought this was really, really cool, because it goes through all the years of the Legend of Zelda and all the games and the history of the Zelda franchise here. And I just thought that that was really, really cool. It goes through all the games throughout the years, all the way up to the Nintendo Switch 2, Tears of the Kingdom, all of that. And I think that is very cool, all the way up to Age of Imprisonment. And I thought that was super cool to check out because it goes over everything Zelda, and it just looked really cool on the inside. Very interesting. Talks about the creator of Zelda and all sorts of different facts and fun things in it. And I just thought that was a super cool pickup that I would grab and put in the collection. Now, last but not least, I figured I would throw this, of course, in there as well. I did not share this with anyone, but I've been subscribed to these guys for probably like a year, maybe more now, and that is Nintendo Force. I got the new Nintendo Force magazine, which I get one every 2 months, but this one's cool because it's got Resident Evil 9, Requiem on it, Monster Hunter Stories, and Pragmata, which are 3 very big games that are coming. I haven't looked through it a ton, but this game, this Nintendo Force, oh, there's a poster here too, by the way, which, for the record, this poster does actually have, yes, it has Monster Hunter Stories on it, but is that upside down? No, it's not. But it also has Pokemon Pokopia, which, by the way, I talked about that game last week. It is insane to me, the popularity of this game. I cannot even, it's hard for me to believe how much this game is selling. And I don't know how many copies Nintendo made of this game, but I can't freaking find it anywhere. I want the game physically, despite it being a key card. I don't want it digitally, and I can't find it anywhere. Every time there's a restock, it's on a day that I'm not going to be around that area. I could get it delivered to my house. I just thought that I just wanted to find it in the store, but it's been over a week now, so I might have to just check the apps when there's one available and just have it shipped to my house, because at this point, I don't know when I'm going to be able to play Pokemon Pokopia. The only reason I want it physically is because it's a Pokemon game. Even if it's a game key card, it's Pokemon, and I just want to have that case. And yeah, I want to have that instead of buying it digitally. I don't want it digitally. That's just me. That's just how I am. Even though it's a game key card, I want it physically. I wanted to find it out in the wild so bad, but it's not happening. But going back to the Nintendo Force magazine here, I didn't really go through this one a whole lot yet, but it goes over new games coming to the Switch 2. You got Resident Evil Requiem, of course. Tomodachi Life is coming out very soon. Orbitals, for those who are, into any of those. Just kind of going over You got Hades 2 there, which I think they gave it a perfect 10, which the game must be very, very good. A couple other things there. And on the back here is also Mega Man. I believe it's an X collection of some sorts. But yeah, those are all the pickups that I have. I don't normally do a video like this. Normally I do a video on a specific Nintendo topic, but I thought it would be fun to do a video on some things that I got recently, and thought it would be cool to talk about a little bit of Nintendo, a little bit of PlayStation, a little bit of this and that, of what I kind of picked up and grabbed and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Also, we have over 100 members in the Discord server now as well, which is awesome. If you want to join the Discord server, feel free to. I will try to leave a link in the description for it. If not, you might be able to find it through my channel. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Adios.